Welcome to another episode of The Daily Practice. The window is open, the request lines are open, the hourglass is flipped, and the sand is falling. Let's get to work. Here he is, our troubadour, Nathan Moore.
Man, I looked up and my face was on the show already. Still the opening music. I don't even know what button got pushed. It was funny though. Welcome everybody. Time to get to work. Got a big week ahead of us. Start off on the right foot. Nope, that's the left one. There's a battle blazing in my brain, millions of me fighting for my name. There's a few I'm cheering on to make the claim. The rest of them are driving me insane. And all I want and all I need and all I know is I'm sitting still, but I'm gaining speed. Somewhere there between my ears, there sits an angry jury of my peers. My lawyer failed the bar and passed the beers. Didn't get a life, just 99 years. And all I want and all I need and all I know is I'm sitting still, but I'm gaining speed. Pop, 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 popcorn, watch the moon. I keep moving pictures round my room, trying to get this catgut in tune. Sun keeps popping up too soon. And all I want and all I need and all I know is I'm sitting still, but I'm gaining. All I want and all I need and all I know is I'm sitting still, but I'm gaining. All I want, all I need, all I know is I'm sitting still, but I'm gaining speed. Again, one more time from the, it's Tuesday, right? 2 for Tuesday? No, it's not Tuesday yet. Dagnabbit. Yeah, we brought a new word into the bracket lexicon here on the Daily Practice for the YouTube timestamps that are searchable on our Discord server. And the new word is breakthrough. Whenever I have a breakthrough on a song, I add that to the timestamps so I can then search the timestamps for breakthroughs. And Friday night we had a breakthrough. I had a breakthrough on the harmonica for that song, although I never practiced it since then, so I thought I would open to see if I remember what it was. But the breakthrough wasn't the part that I play, it was the fact that I can do the B-flat change still with my C harmonica. I was so confused for a long time. I thought I needed to grab a B-flat harmonica or something, but I realized that the C harmonica, I'm just going to do that part real quick again. There's a lot of notes on here that work for that part. I didn't realize that. It's a nice relief. Well, I guess it is Tuesday technically. I still don't like thinking like that though. All right, what do I need before we really get in there? I'm pretty proud of myself. For the last little while, I don't know if you've noticed this, but a cable's been coming out of this extra sound hole that was built into this guitar because this new pickup I wanted in this guitar. There's still another pickup installed in here, under here, and there's still electronics right inside the sound hole that I didn't feel like I could remove them without breaking them, but I still wanted to install this properly because this cable hanging out of here forever. I couldn't take this guitar anywhere because this cable was hanging out of it, and it was just a pain in the butt. So I got out the tools last night and properly installed this LR Baggs pickup with the jack now sticking out of the butt. I did that. I had to tie a string to the pickup part and pull it through the end and get it on there legit. So that's a source of pride there for me that I installed that. But the beautiful, this, not only can I now take this upstairs with me when I go if I want to, which is nice, but now if I am looping, I can just pull this out of the guitar, stick it into the ukulele or any other instrument, and it's going directly into the looper. Before, I would have to disconnect the guitar at the source and then plug in a whole. This is a great little streamlined source of pride in music. Now, it's all coming together. Slowly but surely, the pieces of the plane are forming around the cockpit mid-flight. You see what I'm saying? Brett Woods, there's a name I haven't seen in a while. Welcome, good to see you. All right, I'm ready. Let's see what you got. I'm going to check out the request list for the first time. We are working on some new ways of doing this. Oh, look at that. That's a pretty big list already. I've been talking to tech support about the possibility of what it would mean for Percy to just bring me one request at random and immediately delete that from the list. That way we don't get overwhelmed with seeing all of them, and we can just let Percy do it and bring up the next song with a drum roll. I feel like it would be a fun little dramatic way to do it. And I feel like as time goes on, I might start calling more audibles. Playing whatever comes to my mind, and then augmented with request list stuff with a nice little drum roll, Percy pulling one from the hat. Do y'all know what the origin of being blackballed is? I feel like this is sort of fascinating, but when the Freemasons, the secret guild, when they were considering a new member, everyone had two marbles. One was a white one and one was a black one. And you go around, you place a marble into a opaque black sack, and everybody would put in a marble to vote, and they dumped it out, and if there were no black marbles in there, then you were let into the secret guild. But if there was a single one, and it was all anonymous, but if there's a single one, you were blackballed. And you're out. Banjo Baby, good to see you. Michael Hurt. Ah, nice. Night owls. You're all night owls tonight. I love it. All right, well, it looks like I got a lot of work cut out for me. First request on the list, Boss Man. I'm going to have to click on this hyperlink because I don't know all those words. I don't think I do. Maybe I would if I just trusted myself, but I don't. So I'm clicking on the link. I'm going to cheat. I bet I know what current event has inspired this request. Well, we'll do all the above, Magpie. I hear you. I hear you. All the above. Sometimes it's definitely a little restrictive to try to do them in order. The thing I like about Percy bringing one at random is, especially if he has the ability to remove it from the list immediately, then I have to either play it or talk about why I won't. Eventually, we need to return a fair portion of these songs back to... They need to be put on the island or back to the bottom. I'm going to start distilling this list a little bit. The boss man. Boss man gets all the blame. Boss man planted flowers. Boss man brought the rain. Boss man gives the orders. Boss man's in control. Protecting the borders. Come on, let's go. Tense moments at the palace, where the men all drew their guns. Pointed at a painter whose colors like to run. And the boss man yelled fire. The bullets' echoes grew fainter. And the boss man yells, no! I was talking to the painter. This whole demonstrations, where the boss man holds his own. I mean, where would they be without him? What then would they call home? What with all the chickens running around, all the moonshine and having fun? What with all the planting and tending and harvesting, how would they ever get anything done? Oh, I just closed my cheat window. Oh no. Hold on. I should have just trusted myself. I probably would have remembered. Gathered round the boss man, the clouds all come undone. He steps across the gutter, stares into the sun. He ducks down an alley, off into the night. Slips into you and me and vanishes from sight. I still don't know how he did that. I was just trying to scroll down the web page and the whole app just disappeared. But what did I accidentally hit that quit the whole app? I don't know. I might never know. Yeah, that song is one that never made it into very heavy rotation because the lyrics are a little confusing. I'm not sure exactly what my stream of consciousness was really on that one, but man, that harmonica part is so fun. I don't have any other song that has that kind of vibe to it. It's really, really fun to do. Holy moly. Oh, we got a nice new name in the Discord. Welcome to our pillow fort on the World Wide Web. Mingus Dude. What a fun name. Welcome. I love it. Everyone out there should follow Mingus Dude's lead. All right. Next one is Wrong About the Blues with the Boomerang. All right. What does that mean? Let's find out. Why would you keep looking once you found it? I tried that once and my whole life it took. Like a flash of light by love's first sight, I was blinded. And that could have been the last place that I looked. But the whip of youth and myth had said get cracking. There were no hobos, so I had to hop a train. Had to take a cup of water to the desert. These are the two hands from which that cup was made. I sure do love to don my tail in glory's ribbons, and I would if I could only pick and choose. Then I'd gladly trade all my greatest sad ones for just one chance back at the love I chose to lose, 'cause I was wrong about the blues. Still it's as close as I've gone to grace. Seems you can't paint the perfect line, but you can leave an almost perfect trace. Now I'm springing like all the foolish flowers, the kind February loves to freeze. And I'm swinging away, gotta to get a hit for hours. Any minute now I'll be dropping to my knees, 'cause I got to the top of the mountain, and all I found was the way back down. And ever since then I've just been walking in my mind around. I was wrong about the blues. Still it's as close as I've gone to grace. Seems you can't paint the perfect line, but you can leave an almost perfect trace. I was wrong about the blues. Ah, nice little space there. I do feel like I've left out a verse in the first half of the song. Not exactly sure which one, but Once I got to the first chorus, I was like, wait, I'm here too soon. What did I forget? What did I leave out? Something. Oh my goodness, what's going on in the window? Hey there. I want to jam with you, dude. That's great. All right. So this is a big list. We're not going to be able to do all of these. Whitman's Leaves. Are we there yet? I love you, oh well, fun. God, did Percy double these up? What happened there? That's a real intense musician. Frank, I think I'm going to hop to your request here. God, I might need to search the timestamps after practice because I feel like last time we played Grow Your Own, we were on to some new version of it, but I can't remember what that was. Was it a different key? Maybe it was. Let's just try it. Here's the original. I hear you, Jarth. What a mess. It was the whole thing. You know what? Anybody, if you want to, since you're taking responsibility for it, if you want to clean up the list, you can do it. I probably shouldn't say this out loud, but you have the power to percentage sign, request, and then clear, and then the numbers with a space in between them of all the ones you want to clear. You can take out the first two too if anybody wants to do that out there. Talk about a can of worms. Anybody see the can of worms meme I shared on the porch the other day? It might not be too far up to find it again. Oh yeah, here it is. So, I've opened a can of worms. They just sit there, the worms. Hardly the chaos that's been advertised. I thought that suited us. You have been looking for so long now, but you can't be found in an old sad town. You can't find your smile since you put it down, and you can't pave a road to where you're bound. You can stand on your head, but you can't fool a frown. You gotta grow your own and pass it around, and pass it around. Lonely, you're just another face in the crowd. Hungry, you wander over fertile ground where you want to, but you don't shout out loud. And the streets, they empty to a bitter old cloud. And love don't grow on trees you chop down. You gotta grow your own and pass it around, and pass it around. where the virgin left her dress, where the king left his crown, while pioneers searched for a place to settle down. There's clouds in the sky like tossed off evening gowns, and it's like you're underwater, but you just don't drown. Even in the pastures of heaven, I found you gotta grow your own and pass it round, and pass it round. You gotta grow your own and pass it round, and pass it round. Yeah, that song needs a lot of practice, needs a lot of help, a lot of figuring out. It's definitely not maximalized. I'm just still playing the band version, but I haven't figured out the troubadour version yet. I imagine, God, I'm so curious. I might have to hop on the porch here. We are at work. Welcome to Daily Practice, folks. This is as advertised. Let's see, timestamp, grow your own. I can only imagine I played it in G. That's the only place to go to play it in a lower key and still use the same fingerings. Oh, look at that. Oh, I can tell we've had this conversation the last time. I played one verse in G. The next time I played it in G. And then the next time, and then we tried it a verse in D to see what that was like. Oh, I capoed all the way up. Still looking for the right key. Here's me talking about this. So you can see that this dilemma has been on my mind. What did one verse in D sound like? This is my favorite, but nobody else seemed to like it. I won't do the whole song, but I was having the most fun in D just because I think I'm just in a mood lately. Now, we're sitting. All right. So that merits a deep dive. I'm going to make a little note to myself here. Grow your own. That chorus, there's something really fun could happen. I don't know what it is, but it really wants to, and I'm not sure how the troubadour does it by himself. I can hear the bluegrass version of it for sure. Banjo Baby's saying, I think we voted G. Lonely, you're just another face in the crowd. Hungry, you wander over fertile ground where you want to, but you don't. Shout out loud in the streets, they empty to a bitter old cloud. And love don't grow on trees you chop down. You gotta grow your own and pass it round, and pass it round. That definitely feels easier on my voice. That original key is too straining for my older voice, but maximizing that chorus so it's as fun as it wants to be is still a revelation to be had. I'm not sure what it would be. You gotta grow your own and pass it round, and pass it round. It's gonna happen. Something's coming. It's funny, when I think about it in my head, I hear something on guitar that I can't do. So it's one of those. I just can't do that. I don't know what it is. Some kind of flamenco. I don't know. It's a whole thing. All right, where were we? Are we there yet? Or are we still here? Are we there yet? Or are we still here? Or does time just disappear? I've been thinking on this for years. Are we there yet? Or are we still here? On Monday morning I knew I had to mow my lawn, but I didn't wanna. Then Tuesday had come and gone. And all the way through Thursday it rained. And then on Friday, well, the weekend had come. So are we there yet? Are we still here? Or does time just disappear? I've been thinking on this for years. Are we there yet? Or are we still here? Well, the next Monday morning I rose bright and early, all ready to mow. I pulled the cord and Lord, lo and behold, the grass was too tall, the mower wouldn't go. Are we there yet? Are we still here? Or does time just disappear? I've been thinking on this for years. Are we there yet? Or are we still here? Been letting that little lawn of mine go. I sit on the porch, a rocking a chair, laughing along as it grows, up over the house, up into the air. Are we there yet? Are we still here? Or does time just disappear? I've been thinking on this for years. Are we there yet? Or are we still here? Are we there yet? Or are we still here? Or does time just disappear? I've been thinking on this for years. Are we there yet? Or are we still here? Are we there yet? Or are we still here? Are we there yet? Or are we still here? Yippee! That's another one of those tunes. I think there's some young band out there today that can make a hit out of that one. Don't underestimate it. Just give it a trap beat, some cool synths. Go hog wild. I can also see the animated video to go along with it. It's just, it writes itself. Cruise control, autopilot. I hopped on like a freight train. I jumped in like a pool. Tagged along like a best friend. Followed you around like a fool. Turned my back on my family. Turned my back on all I knew. And in turn they turned on me. And I stood there facing only you. Now here I am alone for sure. Banging my head upon your door. The lights are on, no one's home. I can't take this anymore. I thought you were my lover, girl, but you weren't even my friend. I'm out here huffing and a puffing, trying to blow this brick house in. I signed on like a soldier who never thought we'd go to war. If you didn't want to love me, then what did you love me like that for? All my friends tried to warn me, said I was heading for a fall. Flashing lights, flags of caution. I drove right past them all. Now here I am alone for sure, banging my head upon your door. Lights are on, but no one's home. I can't take this anymore. I thought you were my lover, girl, but you weren't even my friend. I'm out here huffing and a puffing, trying to blow this brick house in. Sure, banging my head upon your door. The lights are on, but no one's home. I can't take this anymore. I thought you were my lover, girl, but you weren't even my friend. I'm out here huffing and a puffing, trying to blow this brick house in. Boy, I tell you, it's a good thing that I only take the idea of this, of the MO of this show halfway seriously, of it being practice, because it truly is what it is. It's not a show, it's a daily practice. But I would still be tinkering on the first song I played tonight, because each one of these seems to merit a deeper dive to me, to really explore the possibilities of presentation. And it's a little painful realizing that it has to be incremental over a long span of time for it to get where it's going, because no one wants to watch the deep dives that each of these tunes so far tonight is asking for. except for Wrong About the Blues. It knows itself pretty thoroughly, but almost all these other requests are ones that really want a lot of attention. You're like a very dry sponge next to the ocean. God, I feel like I should play this song for Mingus Dude, because it's a new name in our Discord, and I love that so much. But talk about a song that's hardly ever been played before. Just Like My Dad, is that the one you're asking for? It's gotta be, right? Keeping it raw. I've danced a lot of dances, sung a lot of tunes, I've known a lot of people, howled a many moon, worn a lot of faces, I've worn a lot of rags, I've worn a three-piece suit too, just like my dad. I've cooked a lot of meals, I've read a lot of poems, I've seen a many coming, I've watched a many going, I've known a lot of fears, I've worn a lot of hats, I've laughed a lot of laughs just like my dad. I'm a chip of the old block walking in his shoes, Daddy's little boy paying Daddy's little dues, born in October, Daddy's big surprise. I'm a fine young man and I got my daddy's eyes. I've rode a lot of roads, I've driven many miles, kissed a lot of kisses, I've smiled a many smiles. I've thrown a lot of stones, I've sprung a lot of traps, I've loved a lot of women just like my dad. I drank a lot of whiskey, I smoked a lot of grass, I've cradled lots of graves, guess I've known a lot of class. I've dreamed a many dreams, I remembered all I had, I helped a lot of people out just like my dad. I'm a chip off the old block walking in his shoes, Daddy's little boy paying Daddy's little dues, born in October, Daddy's big surprise. I'm a fine young man and I got my daddy's eyes. I've told a lot of stories, a lot of them were lies. I spent a lot of time naked or in some other disguise. I rode a many river, I've walked a lot of land. I'm where I am right now just like my dad. I'm a chip off the old block walking in his shoes, Daddy's little boy paying Daddy's little dues, born in October, Daddy's big surprise. I'm a fine young man and I got my daddy's eyes. Yeah, I'm a fine young man and I got my daddy's eyes. That's a very, very old song right there. That was from the Musement's second album, Breakfast Epiphanies, recorded in Austin, Texas, back in, holy moly, I don't even know, 1997, maybe, I guess. Oh, thank you, Banjo Baby. All right. Oh, my goodness. Already? Well, we did it, folks. Cheers. Our glass is empty. Well, this week is just getting started. I always come out of the weekend a little bit shaky on a Monday, just getting used to the saddle again. Even just 2 days off from practice, you get a little bit rusty. But I'm already looking forward to tomorrow night's practice, midnight sharp. Tell all your friends, tell your ma, tell your pa. Our love is going to grow wall to wall. We do need a leaving song, though. Let's see here. Let's see if I do request random. See what Percy picks to the top here. See what he thinks. Oh, he picked one we've already played. Ooh, My Death Comes a-Calling. I don't remember that. I'll have to make a note of that, too, because we had a whole thing with that. Use it or lose it. I tell you what, I've written too many songs. Let's do Grow Your Own again soon. I'm going to work on that after practice, because I feel like there's a lot of potential in that it's just not being realized yet. But sometimes that potential I feel is like arrangement or production, full band style, backups, or there's, how many novelty songs, how many songs that we love just because of the way they were arranged, the instrumentation, a certain sound that just skips it along. I mean, would we love Good Vibrations if we just had a solo acoustic version? There is a reason, and when you think about it, it's pretty fascinating. When you think of a solo acoustic versions of songs that have ever been popular, it's not very many. There's Fast Car by Tracy Chapman, and that's about it. And especially if you look at the top 10 Billboard, there's not very many solo acoustic songs that are part of the collective consciousness of popular tunes. It's a hard sell. It's a thing in and of itself, but I'm not making excuses. It's just an interesting observation. What's sugar? What's sugar? Sugar? I feel like that rings a bell, but I'm not sure. But the minute. I know, I was late. I should have to pay a penance for that. All right, as my penance, I'll do Whitman's Leaves as my leaving song. I want you to read my mind, to see the trees and not be blind. Don't want to leave you far behind as I walk off on down the line. Oh, this world is make-believe. There's angels hiding in the trees. There's demons selling apple cider, and I'm raking Whitman's leaves, and all the drills are banging, and all the bells are clanging, and all the sky is hanging from a hook. And it's like I'm in a painting, in a scene, in a movie, being watched by somebody in a book. Whoa. I've seen the world, the the bitter world, the sweet world, the glory world. And to this day I'm still not sure which one is right. Outside my door, lost my way in mad meadows. I've seen love laugh on tippy toes. In photographs I've seen repose, and the emperor without any clothes. And all through the valley, and all across the nation, and all the way to heaven on a rail. And by the smell the flowers, and by the song the birds, and the stars on a clear night never fail. Oh, can't be still and still be free. I think I always will be me. I'm not what I believe. Fate is what we have in science. Faith is what we have in store. Oh man, I can't remember the words. I've written on the backs of giants. What a way to see the world. My head knows all the questions. My heart knows all the answers. They each speak a different tongue. It's like building bridges, from the music to the dancers, from the morning to the setting sun. There's a nice sour note to end on. My goodness. Woo! Just getting warmed up. That's a Monday for you. Thank you so much for joining me. I will be back tomorrow night, midnight sharp. I swear. I might start a minute early tomorrow night, just to make up for starting a minute late tonight. Thank you so much. Be silly. Be honest. Always trust